What's going on, y'all? Wow, it's been a long time. It's been almost too long. Um, and I definitely owe y'all a show because I was like, oh, I'm coming back next Monday, and it's Friday, but also 6 months later. Okay, we got a lot of stuff to go over, and we're not gonna go over today. But what I will tell y'all is, let me give y'all some music first of all. Let me just give y'all some little lo-fi stuff in the background. There we go. There we go. Set the vibe. All right. So I've been gone for a minute. Now we back jumped off. And I gotta give y'all some updates. So I moved. That was one of the big things that, I needed to focus on. I need to zero in and set my sights on that. I was out here being a hot girl. I'm not saying I'm not a hot girl, but like just take a look. This is my hair. This ain't even a lace front. This ain't even a frontal. This all me, baby. All me, baby hairs and everything. She looking Puerto Rican. Puerto Rican, okay? Rican. Bundles from Double Platinum Collection also. All right, y'all. Yeah. Let's just first, I'm just jump into this first topic that I want to talk about, and then we'll go from there. All right. So since I've been gone and moving and getting my life together and all that stuff, I had a chance to kind of catch up on some of my favorite shows. One of the shows that's not listed, that will get its own segment, is Snowfall. But okay, so I'm about to start with the Umbrella Academy. If you know me, you know I love the Umbrella Academy. You know that's just my favorite shows to watch. I put it on no matter when, whether I'm watching it like, you know, because the new season just dropped, or if I'm just watching it to have background noise. I love the Umbrella Academy. Okay. So, and if you haven't watched the Umbrella Academy this new season, you might want to hop off. But I'm about to talk about the Umbrella Academy. All right. So, the Umbrella Academy this season, right? So last season, Five had taken all of his siblings back to the 60s in Texas, and they were all dropped in different years, and they all met up when Five got there, right? So they're able to jump from Texas in the 60s back to 2019, but when they come back in 2019, it's a whole new set of academy members, and they're not even called the Umbrella Academy, they're called the Sparrow Academy. Now let's take a real quick pause real quick, okay? I was curious about why the new academy was called the Sparrow Academy, and only one of them turned into birds. Now, I did say I was going to be very upset and I wasn't going to watch it if one of them didn't turn into birds, and that happened. But each of the characters were really, I don't know, they felt rushed almost, right? We had the pandemic and we had some time in between season 2 and season 3 to really flesh out these characters and these personalities. And I feel like, yes, of course we were going to have an opportunity to focus on Ben, but they could have given us more for number 1 of the Sparrow Academy. Like, I'm trying to avoid spoilers, but I really have to say it. How do you get rid of number 1 in your new Sparrow Academy in the first episode? He was almost the clickbait, like getting, I mean, for me, he was almost like the clickbait getting people to watch and figure out what the Sparrow Academy was going to be about, because we were like, okay, what's happening with the new number 1, who's looking like the Umbrella Academy number 1, the Blake, you know what I mean? The Blake. And then I felt like Ben really had the aggression that Diego had in season 1, and this like almost jealousy about not being number 1, right? But they had not Jack. They had Jake Epstein. Okay, if y'all don't know, Jake Epstein of Degrassi, the king of daddy issues, who played Craig Manning on Degrassi, the next generation. I'm not understanding how y'all had Craig Manning, Jake Epstein, the father of all daddy issues, to play, repressed superhero, and he doesn't even get a chance to give us what he got. Like, they treated him like he wasn't Jake Epstein. That's the part that really like kind of frustrated me about how they treated Jake's character, is we didn't even get anything out of him to like miss him when what happened in episode 4 happened, which and if you don't know, episode 4, so if you remember in season 2, Harlan, that Victor, formerly Vanya, Victor saved. Well, in season 3, Harlan comes back, saves the Umbrella Academy from the Sparrows, and wipes out two of their members. And my thing is, they had one of the girl who died had one of the dopest superpowers. She could spit venom and make you hallucinate. Like, and my thing is, the few times they did show her do that skill, we thought we were gonna get that all throughout the season. So that was like the whole, that gave me a little okie doke. I didn't like that. But you had an opportunity to have her spitting venom all over the place, and they could have had a whole hallucinogenic party type thing going on. And you use her for 2 fight scenes. I don't know. I didn't like it. And I really didn't like how they treated Jake Epstein's character. Jake Epstein deserved more. They deserved to flesh out his character. I don't know. And they also had an opportunity to really pit more of the siblings from the Umbrella Academy and the Sparrow Academy against each other. And they just lost it. Like, I don't know. That, as far as that dynamic, that was like a bust. It kind of fell apart for me. So that's that. However, the storyline in itself, I think was all right. I wouldn't give it an A, but it gets a solid B.5, right? Maybe not. I'm not gonna say a B plus. It's not a B minus, and it's not a solid B. I'm gonna say a B.5. Okay. So the thing about this storyline is there's a as usual, because Victor usually brings the apocalypse, right? There's a lot of focus on Victor and Harlan, which is fine. That's amazing and that's great. And I do love how much more attention they gave to Allison and what Allison was going through. I really love that they gave Allison a chance to tell them, y'all don't know everything that I've lost, because Allison has lost a lot in every single time period that they're in. Allison forms a family. In the first season, she had a family. Then in the second season, she, was starting a family. Well, not, wasn't starting a family, but had a husband. So yes, was starting a family. And so she's losing these very, very close people to her. um Five is used to being kind of detached, but Five gets to have his whole, um please forgive me, Victor, he's used to having his family close to him, and it's not fair that he didn't, that it's not fair to Allison that she continues to lose while Victor kind of gets a chance to pull everybody with him, right? And then we think of Five is used to being detached, so it's kind of whatever. But everyone gets a chance to bring something with them between timelines, and Allison has to start over. I don't think that's very fair. So they give Allison a chance to kind of speak her piece, to kind of say what she really means and means what she really says about how she stands in this family. She kind of became a badass a little bit in this family. My least favorite bit though about Allison. Okay, so in season 2, yes, Allison is experiencing racial violence, right? And they make it a storyline in the season, but the redemption is very minimal, right? Instead of giving Allison an opportunity to use her power to influence in the way that they were actually working toward as a collective, what they ended up doing in season 2 was making Allison's superpower used for the purpose of like shopping, right? And yeah, she got a chance to kind of go into the coffee house, but there was a real chance for them to like F up the timeline with Allison's power of being able to influence with her words. Um, in season 3, Allison uses her power against Luther. And Luther, trigger warning, Luther attempts to assert himself with Allison, and she has to fight him off. And he does voice like, why would you do that to me? And all of the fans are also like, why would you do that to him? I think that was I think that was lazy. I think that was lazy. They could have done something else with that. They could have pulled it out in a sense where, instead of making it one brief moment, traumatic, traumatizing moment, which Netflix really loves to do with Black people, instead of making it one flash of a traumatic moment, they could have made Allison be playing Luther the entire season. I thought, that would have been really cool. Um, the way the season ends leaves you feeling like the end of Inception. And I don't know if anybody else is talking about this, but the end of the Umbrella Academy makes me feel like the end of Inception, because at the end of Inception, the question is whether or not Leonardo DiCaprio's character is asleep, right? Well, the Umbrella Academy, they don't have their powers, right? And so obviously it's like a different timeline. But what's odd is they don't have their powers, Allison is not with them when they arrive outside of this like elevator type thing. Allison's not with them, but where she does arrive is with her daughter and with her husband from season 2. And so I'm like, where did Allison go? Where is Allison? That's like, I really hope they really touch on that. Where is Allison? Um, yeah, that was one of my favorite parts of the season is like seeing Allison to have able to have the family all back together and connected. Well, the people that she wanted to be in her family, because I know she didn't like her baby daddy. That was the drama right there. That's where all the drama was coming from. Okay, so we're gonna get into quick commercial break. We're gonna check into DJ Shows Live right now. So let me see if I can grab the link. 1 second. This is like, this is a little odd because I should be able to do it. Oh, I'm going to do it as a screen share. That's what I'm doing. All right, here we go. So we back. Okay, so I just wanted y'all to see DJ Shows Live for a little bit. If you're an independent artist and you would like for your music to be reviewed live, you can go on over to DJ Shows right now, live right now. You can search Plan A Radio on YouTube. You can hop on out of here. They don't trip. I ain't gonna trip. It's all love. It's not a problem. You can go on over to DJ Shows Live and get your music reviewed. Or if you got homies that do music, go get your music reviewed. Or if you know anybody that would like a write up, I do write ups for independent artists. So hit me up, and I can write up a single review. And actually, I will show you that right now. So planaradiostation.com is our website. And let me actually show y'all. Let me show y'all the website. I'm going to delete this one though because I need this. And I'm going to share with you. How do I do this? Oh, here we go. Awesome. Okay. Check this out. This is our website, planaradiostation.com. There's music. There are artists whose songs are playing on our website right now. Get a little bit of information about us. And check this out. We have a blog, and on our blog, we do song reviews. I have a criteria at the top. I hope y'all can see the whole thing. If y'all can, I want to make it so y'all be able to see the whole thing, but it's fine. There's some criteria up here, like, is the song a bop? What's the quality of the song when it comes through the AirPods? Does that song knock? Like when I say knock, like do it have your car jumping? Like is you gonna be jumping? And you'll see me use that type of language in the writing also. And then I have a misogyny meter. Everybody asks what a bitch is like. Like that's the thing. I know we don't refer to ourselves as bitches, but when we be in the club, we be like, oh, the bitch is like it. So the bitches is with it. You know what I mean? So I got a misogyny meter because some songs we be sitting here like, so you just gonna dog me out the whole song? The whole song? Do I even get to enjoy the song? The whole song? Yeah. So these are some of the reviews that we got going up. Perry Tunes. I really liked Perry Tunes' song. It was really pretty. Like that's the thing about some of the songs. I'll tell you, like if it gives you that eargasm, you know how you play a song and your ears be like, oh, this was one of those songs. Like immediately when you listen to it, it had like a little I'm not going to tell you because you need to either listen to the song, go read the review on planaradiostation.com, and then you click the links so you can hear his music yourself, right? Okay, so that's what that was. And then, oh, this was Trill Cut. So Trill Cut, yeah, this song was like, this one was jumping, you know what I mean? It had your car jumping, you know? This was a really fun one. This was a good one. Seeing is believing. I gave this artist 2 write-ups because he had a really nice catalog, to choose from. And I was kind of struggling with which song I wanted to write about, so I just did both. And so you can get some information about that artist there. And what I love about this artist, Fast has a TikTok. And a lot of these rappers, artists, singers, they're not utilized, even if it's not for music, just to be yourself. Like, I got 40,000 followers on TikTok just from putting stuff out there. I have a series called Beyonce is the Greatest Rapper Alive. And I'm right. Beyonce is the Greatest Rapper Alive series. And that probably contributed to my last 10,000 followers in the last month. But the first 35,000 followers were really just me being myself, talking about stuff, and just existing on social media. So, don't be afraid to make a TikTok, y'all. It ain't all about making dance and all that stuff. You ain't got to be the Nene twins. Let me get to, what was her name? Where's she at? Oh, this artist, Apollo King. This artist right here, I made this graphic for Apollo King. Just something really quick. You know what I mean? It's a real quick little throw together thing. So if you want something like that, give me a little ring. There she is, Kaid. Here she go. If you like Beyonce type music, if you like a little A. Marie, a little bit of Ashanti, you know what I mean? If you like a black girl who does pop, this is who you need to check out. She was popping. She was awesome. She was really awesome. I liked her music. She had a cute video. Y'all need to check her out. You need to check her out. She's very cute. Very cute. Music video was cute. Like, very cute. You just check out the write-up on planaradiostation.com. Very cute. I just want to, show y'all some of the artists we have on planaradiostation.com. But yeah, okay. So back to the shows that I've been watching since I've been gone. All right, we talked about the Umbrella Academy. Stranger Things. Okay. So I watched Stranger Things, I think, like within a couple of days of it coming out, and I was just really just trying to hurry up and watch it. You know what I mean? My sunshine was like, you need to watch it. Have you seen it? Oh, it's so sad. And I was like, stop talking. So I had to watch it. And I was watching it while I was doing laundry. I was gonna get them 2 episodes in. And each episode is like an hour and a half or longer. I think one of the episodes might even be 2 hours. And trust me, you can feel it. Especially the second one. You can feel it. So without having to explain episode at a time, because I won't, because it's too much, we're just going to get to the meat and bones of it. There is a problem on Netflix with the violence that Black characters experience. And I'm noticing it with Netflix originals especially. So I'm going to go back to Orange is the New Black. Orange is the New Black, I understand that Poussey was leaving for Handmaid's Tale, but at the same time, what Poussey experienced was ridiculous. What Dasha Polanco's character experienced, anti-Black. What happened to Tasty, especially what happened to Tasty. I want to sue for emotional damage for what they did to Tasty. But that kind of speaks to this common thread in Netflix originals, even in the Umbrella Academy, with what they did to the new #1 for the Sparrow Academy, right? In Stranger Things, Lucas stays getting his ass beat. I'm not following why this Black boy has to constantly be the one that experiences all this violence, but he continued to get smacked around on that show. Like, oh, I don't understand. Season 1, they call him like little nickname Midnight, throwing a little snide shit like that, the little Ghostbusters joke, and it's like, oh, you need to be, what's his name, Wilson. Well, I gotta be because he's Black, and that's what you want to say. I ain't like that. But in this season, I don't know what they were thinking by having the 2 Black characters in 2 of the most suspenseful scenes that didn't have to do with the monster. Everybody else dealing with a monster, and the black kids getting beat up by regular white kids. This is not okay. This is anti-black, and I peep it, and I clock it, and I clock it, and I see it, and I peep it, and I'm watching it, and I see it, and I don't like it. So in the final scenes, of course, I told y'all if y'all ain't watched it, you need to turn this off. In the final scenes, Erica and Lucas are basically in charge of protecting Max because Max is luring Vecna so that they can capture him. They can trap him and get rid of him. And while Max is lifting, Lucas is attacked by the head of the basketball team, someone at one point he was looking up to, someone he wanted to impress at one point, right? And he corners Lucas in the attic, and he's basically throwing him around like a rag doll. Lucas is totally bloodied up by the end of this scene. And at the same time, Lucas's little sister, who is in the 8th grade, I believe, 11 years old, is being chased by another 17 or 18-year-old boy on the basketball team who's been in a rage, a mob for the last week or so, chases little Erica down and jumps on top of her and pulls her arm and puts her in a hold with her arm behind her back. In our year of 2022, that is what the black children on the show are dealing with. I ain't like that. I ain't like that. I don't like that. I don't like that. I didn't like that. I don't like that. I don't like the way that feels. I don't like the way that feels. I don't like that. No, I don't like that. But 11 and Max, and Lucas have some of the best emotional reactivity in the whole season. The three of them eat every single scene. Erica gonna hold it down, but they kind of got her character feed into the angry black girl trope, but they try to blanket it by making her like a blurred, which is I guess a thing. It's a thing, yes, but it's also not too much. Shout out to EK. Okay, but back to 11, Max, and Lucas. They carry Luke. You can tell that Lucas, just to round out my love of the black children and highlighting them, you can tell that Lucas gets it. You can tell that Lucas, Caleb, let me actually not mess up this boy's name. Yes. Lucas is, Caleb McLaughlin. You can tell that Caleb McLaughlin gets it, okay? You can tell that he's growing up and he's starting to stand his ground in the kind of actor that he wants to be. Plus, I heard he be doing a little R&B, little thing, singing and rhyming and things. You can tell that he's gonna hold it down, he's gonna be long term in his career if they really give him an opportunity to express himself. If they keep giving him an opportunity to be versatile, he's gonna kill it. He's going to kill it, honestly. Max, okay? Max has a really hard role this season. Sadie Sink, okay? So Sadie has a really tough, a lot of tough things to carry this season, okay? So she's supposed to not only be grieving her stepbrother, and this is almost like a super unexpected grief, right? Because we knew that they hated each other, but she does a really good job of expressing guilt for mourning somebody that she also didn't want around, which is just a bucket of emotion that she has to constantly carry and have on her. I think she does a really good job of being depressed as a character, but not cheesy about it. You can tell that she's just trying to be left alone. She don't want to deal with Lucas, and she don't deal with nobody's stuff. I'm going to these meetings because y'all want me to, because my mom ain't got nobody to talk to, because my mama over here laid up on the couch. I need somebody to talk to. Okay, fine, I'll talk to you. Yeah, I forgot I was supposed to go to school yesterday. How was I supposed to be here? My mom asleep. She does a really good job of trying to cover for her mom, but not doing a good job of covering for her stepdad, because why would you cover for your stepdad? He dipped. Obviously, he's grieving his son, but at the same time, he dipped, which was a really weird dynamic for them to have anyway. For you to have a stepdad who has a son, they kind of did a Brady Bunch thing, but they're both a beauty. It was wild. That was a wild little soup that they put together for that family. But Sadie Sink does an amazing job in that final scene with Lucas. Um, I had to turn away to like keep from crying because when she said, I'm so scared, I'm so scared, I'm too young to die, I was like, ooh, that was a heavy one. That was a heavy one. Yeah. So she does an amazing job. She did a great job that season. Um, but our British princess herself, okay, 11, little 11. What's 11's name? Yeah. Why am I getting notifications? What's this baby girl name? What's the baby girl? Millie Bobby Brown. I didn't want to call her Bobby Brown because I'm like, I know she got a first name. Millie. Millie Bobby Brown ate down whole season from the first episode. This is the crazy part. Some of these characters were in a lot of scenes, a lot of scenes, a lot of scenes, and they had a lot of time to connect to the character that they were supposed to be, like for real, to figure out the emotions that they were supposed to feel for the characters they were. Will did great. You know what I mean? Like, you know what I mean? I'm not going to take away at all from Will's character. Will has always done an amazing job. My favorite season from Will is season 2. Will season 2 with the mind flare and him like playing both sides, or when they burnt up the mind flares little tentacles at the bottom and he was like pretending to be on fire from the inside out. Haunting. One of the most haunting scenes ever, 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 ever. Okay, but this season 11. Millie Bobby Brown in the first episode of season 4 is so believable as uncertain, and I didn't save the world 3 times. Nope, I'm just a regular girl, just a regular girl who gets bullied. Like, she does an amazing job of convincing you that she's never been special, which is crazy, right? But in the first episode, there someone like is spitting spitballs at her, which is a concept I've never understood. How how do you put a ball of spit paper in a straw and spit it at somebody? Like, you have spit on your fingers. Like, anyway, they spitting spitballs at her and stuff like that. And it's weird. It's weird. It gets weird. It's weird, right? And bullies, especially 80s and 90s influenced bullies, never cool, never fun, whatever. Okay, so she's getting bullied and she forgets she doesn't have powers. And so she tries to like go after somebody, like, rah, and she gets bullied for it, right? And they like laugh at her about it, right? Well, later on, her boo come to town. Now she's trying to show out. Oh, I'm cool with all the cool kids. I'm with all the cool girls. Meow, 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 meow. You know what I mean? She's trying to play it like, oh, everything is hunky dory. It's not a problem. I'm cute out here. This is how I do. And the bullies are like, you don't sit at the pool table. You're not a mean girl. What are you doing? They start to bully her, and 11 smacks baby girl in the face, the skull, with a skate. Did that. Very much did that. You would think seeing your girlfriend hit someone in the face to the point of like blood, you would show more emotion. No. Very on the level. So, all of which that's just my way of saying that Mike, fell a little flat this season. Mike fell a little flat this season. But all in all, Stranger Things was incredibly heavy. I'll say several trigger warnings. If you're like vulnerable or you feeling too much, just hold on to your tits because it's a wild ride. Last season is a very wild ride. So that's that. Okay, well, let's go back in time, right? Oh, let's go back in time. After this, we're gonna take a break. Saved by the Bell. All right. I've been watching Saved by the Bell. I'll say for the last couple weeks, right? Especially since it popped up on Netflix. I was like, oh, why not, right? I do not remember the first season being about a British teacher at all. I have the same theme song, the same lyrics to the theme song, but it's about a British teacher. Very weird. Then season two, they were like, teachers are not entertaining. Abbott Elementary gets it. But Saved by the Bell, womp, dropped the ball. And then they start focusing on Zach and Lisa and Slater and Jesse and Kelly and Screech. Okay, so they're focusing on those characters. What's weird about the show is like now that I'm rewatching it through an adult lens, how much of this series is like encourages girls and women to like blindly follow men and boys. Like there's like a joking protest, like sure, Slater, and the next thing you know, everybody has detention. Why are we all in detention? Why are we all in detention? This is Zach's brain that did this, and Zach has antisocial personality disorder. He was a very social butterfly, but a menace. That show could have been called Dennis the Menace Teens, Teen Dennis, because Zach is a Looney Tune. Zach runs around tormenting the teachers and sexually harassing the students and always sexually exploiting the girls. Lisa spent too much money on her dad's credit card, and Zach exploited her and told boys that they could pay him to kiss her. Hmm. Yeah, I'm watching you. I don't like it. I don't like it. I'm not a fan of it. So I don't know. Saved by the Bell. As I'm rewatching it now through this adult lens, I don't know. It's weird. It's a very weird series to rewatch. There's some weird, like immediate changes, and they never kind of really talk about it. Jesse and Zach and Jesse, I think her name is Kelly. Zach has been chasing Kelly since season two, and then they finally get together, and then they break up because she's getting sexually harassed by a teacher. They never talk about the fact that a teacher or her manager or whatever her job is sexually harassing her. Nope, they don't go into it. No, mm-mm. It's totally normal. He's hot, so she can date him. Anyway, she breaks up with Zach to date him for like a couple episodes, and then they're just like friends, and then they were just friends, and it was like not the fact that they had a whole relationship and like he was in love with her and I don't know, whatever. That show was it made it very odd to rewatch that show through an adult lens because it makes you go, no wonder so many people are like the way they are. From a sociological lens, Saved by the Bell had a really massive influence on the culture. I'm noticing, like especially when it comes to group dynamics and friend dynamics, that show was I really believe has a larger influence on friend groups than we think. So that was that. My last but not least. Oh, I held on for 30 minutes. I told y'all we was gonna get this in and get it out. Keenan and Kel is the kid version of Martin. Keenan and Kel is the kid version of Martin. If you go back and rewatch any episodes of Keenan and Kel, watch two or three in a row, you'll start to hear the same kind of like delivery, inflection, like the same kind of like bruh, nah, bruh, that kind of stuff that Martin does. Keenan and Kel do. They are two different sides of the one coin of being Martin Lawrence. Kel is all of the physical comedy, all of it, like the whole everything that you can think that Martin was doing, sliding on the floor with the floor buffer, fighting the old lady, being Shanae, being the police officer, like him playing all of these roles and all of that physical comedy that he was doing. Kel Mitchell had to a T. I don't know if that was Kim Field's intention. I don't know if anybody even really noticed it. They had to have noticed. There's no way nobody just didn't notice it because Martin was still very popular at the time that Keenan and Kel started. Keenan is all of Martin's like inflections and like menacing behavior, the hijinks, the way that Martin would calculate a situation and how he would like use his hands and his face, how he would joke on Cole and crack on Cole and stuff like that. That's all Keenan, all day. Keenan had down. And it almost makes me wonder if, because so much of Keenan's like younger career was built on portraying a younger version of Martin Lawrence's entire delivery, did that have an effect on his comedic career? And does that contribute to him still being at Saturday Night Live? And this is not to say that, I mean, we all know that everybody's leaving Saturday Night Live now, but I'm like, does that play a role? That's all I'm thinking. That's just what my brain is wondering, because I wonder if people were like, that's Martin. Like, he would go out to do his thing and audition for roles, and they're like, giving Martin. We'll think about it. I don't know. I don't know. It's just something I was thinking. It's just something that I was thinking. Y'all got to make sure that y'all follow me on TikTok. I'll show y'all a couple of my TikTok videos. So let's see. How do I do this again? Oh, I know how. Okay, so here we go. I'm gonna mute this. I'm make sure this volume is all the way up so you can see. So some of my videos are doing pretty good. This is my most recent TikTok. Okay, y'all been showing out in the comments letting me know where y'all were when the surprise album dropped. But this one dropped in the Pandy. This one dropped in the Pandarosa. This is when we was all in the house. Who remember we was all in the house and the Savage remix dropped? Let's get into it. Here we go. Okay, y'all been showing out in the comments letting me know where y'all were when the surprise album dropped. But this one dropped in the Pandy. This one dropped in the Pandarosa. This is when we was all in the house. Who remember we was all in the house and the Savage remix dropped? Let's get into it. Now, usually when I say you got ate up on a song by Beyonce, the verses just are not comparable, usually. But see, the verses were very comparable on the song, and so that's what made the Savage remix such a hit, is that they were both rapping on this joint right here. And with our executive producer, Blue Ivy, as management, doing the talent management, yeah, Blue Ivy had them in line, okay? I love everything about Beyonce's Savage remix verse, mostly because you can hear her in it, but her delivery, her tone, it's like Beyonce's a grown woman, but this is a grown-ass verse, y'all. Hips tick-tock when I dance. On that demon time, she might start her OnlyFans. Big B and that B stand for bands. If you wanna see some real ass, baby, here's your chance. I say left cheek, right cheek, drop it low this wine. Texas up in this thing, put you up on this game. I be walking my frame, gang, 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 gang. If you don't jump to put jeans on, baby, you don't feel my pain. Calm down, calm down, calm down, calm down, calm down. Because we also gotta remember that the Nene twins, who I'ma tag, did an amazing dance to it. Hold on, let me get you a little clip. Hold on. Hips tick-tock when I dance. On that demon time, she might start her OnlyFans. Big B and that B stand for bands. If you wanna see some real ass, baby, here's your chance. I don't know about y'all, but it was a very black girl summer. And with the Nene twins, Megan and Queen B, executive produced by Blue Ivy, we got the rest of this amazing verse right here. Baby, you don't feel my pain. Please don't give me hype. Write my name in ice. Can't argue with these lazy bitches. I just raise my price. I'm a boss. I'm a leader. I pull up in my two-seater and my mama was a savage. Got this shit from Tina. I'm a savage. Yeah. Beyonce had everybody wishing their mama name was Tina. My mama name is close to Tina, but it's not anywhere near close to Tina. And if you know me, you know why my mama name is not close to Tina, and don't put it in the comments because it's once in a lifetime kind of name. Don't do my mama like that. But also, that summer we got a beautiful collaboration by two amazing rappers from Texas who really just gave us something we could shake ass to forever. A timeless joint. The Savage remix. Yeah. Greatest rapper alive and her protege. Chef's kiss. Smoke with me. And turn this motherfucker up. All right, y'all. So, like I said, follow me on Tickety Tockety, the Clickety Clockety. I also do other videos, like I do voiceovers and things like that. Y'all want to see one of my voices? Here, this is one of my favorites. That's one. And like y'all know, like Beyonce is the greatest rapper alive series. It does numbers. Like this video here got 16, almost K. This one has 92. Okay, 92K. The Break My Soul video didn't really hit, but it's cool. I'm not really tripping like that because it almost got 10,000. This one, the funniest part about these Beyonce is the greatest rapper alive videos is people be in my comments crying and throwing up. Like I have a filter on certain words because I know people are gonna say the same thing because they don't see it in the comments and they're like wondering why nobody else has said it first and they think they felt smart. But I have a filter, so they're like 1,000, 1,500 comments that just got filtered out that will never pop up in the comment section because y'all not gonna beat me down with the same word, the same comments that don't make any sense to me. And they don't make any sense because I've already said my opinion. Like, why do you want to change my opinion when my opinion is right? That doesn't make any sense. But this was the one that everybody loved, and the current comments that are getting filtered out right now is, well, the album did start with a Beyonce and a Jay-Z song. Yeah, I know, but Deja Vu is not Upgrade You. That's all I'm gonna say. Deja Vu is not Upgrade You, and Beyonce fans know that. Deja Vu is not Upgrade You. You know what I mean? Because
Partner, let me upgrade you. It is time for Upgrade You. I have gotten 329 comments asking, where's Upgrade You? It's time to talk about Upgrade You. At the time the song dropped, Jay-Z was still trying to figure out if he wanted to retire or whatever. But in order to get a song with Jay-Z, you had to be one of the greatest rappers alive. And he wasn't giving verses to just any old body. He was giving verses to Kanye West and T.I. He wasn't giving verses to just any old body. He was giving verses to Kanye West. He was giving verses to the greatest rappers alive. Now on the album, Upgrade You is still like one of the first 10 songs, but I low-key feel like it's a reason she did not make Upgrade You the intro to the album. Can you imagine what tone Upgrade You would have set for that album if when you started that album, you heard Jay-Z and Beyonce as a collaborative duo rapping their asses off? We don't have to imagine because it sounded like this. Not the start of the album. The song sounded like this. Let me upgrade. I hear you be the block, but I'm the life to keep the streets on. Know this true, the type that like to keep them on the leash, though. I'm known to walk alone, but I'm alone for a reason. Sending me.
I can't do too much because I do not want YouTube to hit me with a violation, a violation. I ain't trying to get hit with a violation. Those are the shows that I've been watching since I've been gone. Like I told y'all, I just moved, so I'm still trying to get my setup together. But the green screen works. I'll make some other backgrounds, like legit backgrounds. They won't just be these gorgeous masterpieces that you see portrayed, an example being right here of the most gorgeous, beautiful person to ever walk this earth. Ain't she gorgeous? Look at her. Just look at her. Look at her chin. I'm trying to hold her chin. Look at her chin. I'm fine. Anyway, even the way I said that, I'm fine. So fine. Anyway, just calm down. Okay. It was fun telling y'all the shows that I've been watching since I've been gone. I am working on continuing to bring y'all videos. They will not be perfect and polished all the time, but sometimes they gonna hit. Sometimes they gonna be in 4K. But you know what? We work with what we got. We are grateful for what we have and we work with what we got. Follow me on TikTok, the tickety tockety clickety clockety, and it's been real.